Hey interwebs, it's JackitK. After a bit of going back for previous levels trying to collect what I could, I got mostly everything. I'm content with the amount that I collected, and for my first Thru, that's good enough with me. So it's time, let's finally begin the final stretch of the game. I don't think I was supposed to hold Y. So, I've been thinking about it for a little bit, and I'm not sure if it's still the right thing to do, but I think I'm just going to read the dialogue. It's the best way for me to engage myself into the story, while still actually having some sort of commentary. So that's my decision, and I'm sticking to it for the rest of the playthrough. I know not everyone actually likes that sort of thing where you read commentary, but I think it's a lot easier when you've actually experienced the game for yourself first. Or it's easier for the commentator to do it that way. If it's a game that they're pretty well familiar with, it's a lot easier for them to summarize what's going on and still be able to throw in extra bits of commentary while going through it. That's at least my speculation. So, Mega Man's gonna slip into the base first, and Zero's gonna keep the main forces busy. Alright, now for real, reading the dialogue as it comes up. Good thing there's no more dialogue for a little bit. Oh shoot, you know I spend so much time backtracking not having to worry about talking every 5 seconds. Now that I'm in a situation where that's not the case, I get the feeling I'm gonna run out of things to talk about a lot quicker. Grace, Boop Bop, those guys were kinda annoying. You know, what am I doing? I got all these cool, fancy weapons now. They pretty much make all of these enemies that I faced before that give me trouble such a breeze. I should start using them more. And by weapons, I mostly mean the Storm Tornado. It's fantastic. Oh no. Oh no. This is the stuff that makes Mega Man games the nightmare they are. Thankfully, I can wall cling, which makes this a lot easier. Now, there was one thing that I could have gotten. I know there's that special weapon you get from jumping off the cliff in Armadillo Stage a bunch of times. But I recall seeing it, and it's really OP. It essentially one-shots everything, so I'm not feeling too hurt about ignoring it. I kind of want to experience it, but I can do that on my own time too. Oh dear, oh dear. So, funny how it's coming along. Now, you know, I think it's a little too early to get into the whole sentiments of coming so far and all that good stuff. Why did I dash? There were so many ways I could have flopped that up. That's probably the worst way I could have done so. Okay, unfortunately, even though I'm starting from the beginning of the level, it doesn't respawn my weapon energy, which is a little unfortunate, but I'll make do. What was I gonna talk about? I got so flustered by all this falling and precise... I wouldn't say precise platforming's a problem. I've played all 3 Donkey Kong Country games. And Returns, and technically Tropical Freeze, but we don't count that. Just for the reason that it's a long story. Okay, fantastic. Made it up there. Ran right into that shot. Like the fantastic boss I am. I think this goes for walls. Yep, I'll just can't view it from here. Anyways, it'll be interesting to see this actually go up on YouTube. Because I know a lot of people when doing things blind would actually do it a little more frequently so people can do feedback along the way, but for me, I find bulk recording a lot more simple, and there's downsides to doing things as you're recording. Just upload it episode by episode. Oh wow, I didn't realize we're already at Stigma. Staypack X, I'll take him on. It's cool, bro. I got a charge shot. And suddenly I got a bad feeling about all this. Oh, fantastic. They had to load up a separate room just so you could hear the fighting and squabbling going on. Why do I feel really bad about what's gonna happen next? X. Do as I tell you or he's history. Don't listen to him, X. Go ahead and blast him. 3-0. X knows he can't defeat me. My armor carrier is more than a match for his ancient weapons. I forget if I actually have to try with this fight or... Yeah, I forget if I have to actually try, so I'm just gonna wail him. Oh yeah, there's still the problem with the fact that I can't frickin' jump over him. So yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to win this fight. Again. That frickin' sucks. You know the irony of all this? It's the fact that it's not that his weapons are superior, it's just a little bit tiny that makes his weapons... I guess what I should say is what makes his weapons so quote-unquote superior is just the fact that it's so freaking tall. Like... And now we die. Oh! Maybe. But I'm not through yet. It is time for Deus Machina! Okay, this actually sucks and I should be serious about it, but... What a worthless gesture. I can't be defeated so easily. So X is just you and me now. Yeah, like I thought, I shouldn't have been using my sub-weapon so early on. Okay. Wait, is this where... Where's that energy come from? It really doesn't matter how much energy you absorb, X. You are still far too weak, prepared to be terminated. Can I charge my specials now? Nope, I can't yet. But more importantly though, I can jump over him. That still stuns me, fantastic. I just realized at least I didn't waste all my 8 tanks. What's he even weak to? I don't know, but that attack still as annoying as ever. Wait, who am I kidding? I know what he and all things are weak to. This baby, if he holds still long enough to get hit by it. You know, maybe I shouldn't be so reckless. Just because I have the ability to refill my health doesn't mean I should, especially since it's probably a bad idea to... It probably would be frowned upon to just grind for sub-tanks in between boss fights, if I even can. Yeah, I can just barely hear the music. I might have turned the volume a little too loud for the whole not getting an echo in my mic. Because I get the feeling this would be really nice if I could just time it a little better. Fantastic. I'm almost already down to having used my next sub-tank already. Thankfully, though, I don't. I still never looked up what all these bosses are supposed to have weapon weaknesses too. Oh, this is a scene I can actually move in. Oh dear. You are more powerful than you were before. But Stigma is much more than he appears to be. You're going to need an edge. Take my arm cannon, and your attack power should increase. Good luck, X. Wow, he's really gone. Oh. That is pretty darn cool. Shame Zero had to die for it. You know, I have a joke, but it's probably not appropriate. I was wondering what that was, and it's just as much of a jerk as I thought it was. Right, I can charge special weapons now. That's some charged special weapon. Don't exactly want to waste that energy though. What is the cutter charged? Oh, these stupid springs are gonna make everything annoying. I'm just gonna just bail for it. Oh, that is actually pretty darn cool. I'm gonna have to try out all of them now. I also just gotta remember that I'm about to die. You know what? I'll just be on the safe side. If I do pick up health, it'll just go right to the sub-tank where it needs to go. Isn't there a weapon that goes through the sky? I thought it was a storm tornado, but it doesn't quite work out as well as I thought it would. Alright, is this fully charged? This is probably overkill, but man, for this guy, it's worth it. Oh, it goes vertical. Let's try that again. There we go. I'm feeling a lot more confident about my ability to navigate through this stage now. And unless I got an even more powerful charge for going for that extra arm cannon, I think it was well worth it. It is rather unfortunate that I just wasted everything like that. By the way, guys, yes, I do know the boomerang cutter doesn't technically recharge. It's just that when it acts like a boomerang, where when they return to me, after several hours of getting stuck on the wall because of a bowl crud like this, a little bit more. Okay, before it responds, and then I can go back to my witted commentary, as lackluster in the wit as it may be. Oh, that's right. I think Sting Chameleon, if you charge up, you actually go invisible / transparent. That is actually would be really useful for areas like this where I'm pretty much literally backed up to a wall. Now for what I was trying to say this whole time. Oh man, we still have to fight a boss? We have to fight you on top of that? Yes, I see you have a health bar. Now, what are you weak to? I guess? No, it probably would have been for the best to look up what the weaknesses were ahead of time, because you've already seen me struggle stupidly against this sort of thing. I think it's Sting Chameleon still. No, that... It's just not doing enough. And he teleports way too often. Now, what I was trying to... I guess this is a good time to bring up this ending. What I was trying to say at least several times over. Yes, I realized the boomerang don't... The boomerang weapon does not recharge, dang it. It just looked like that because every time a boomerang was returned to me, it would come back and my energy would go back up in that sort of matter. Yeah. You know, it's really disappointing I never did figure out what his weakness was. Oh, I can't wait to charge this baby up. Yes, that's rather nice indeed. Wait. Is that just the power of this attack, or is the homing missile actually the weakness of Boomerang Kawaii this entire time? I really don't know. What I do know is I didn't have to make use of another E-Tank. I got through that boss fight with relative-ish ease. I mean, I haven't died yet, which is pretty fantastic in itself, I gotta admit. Would kind of like to refill my E-Tanks. But in order to do that, I have to get filled up on health first. Because, dang, this is a long stage. I know it may not seem like much, but it does feel like I've been on this stage for a good chunk of time. And fantastic, I am already starting to refill my E-Tanks. I couldn't ask for anything more, except maybe not getting hit a little bit so I could refill my tanks up more. Okay, is this the end of the level or another boss fight? Either way, I'm ready. Oh, this is an original boss. I forgot. Honestly, I forgot that, unlike most stages, most Mega Man games, I should say, the bosses, you don't just pick your bosses you want to rematch. It's kind of just a thing that you go through along. That's something that makes Mega Man X different from the normal Mega Man games, if I recall correctly. No, I haven't been paying attention to those pillar stairs. I've just been staying as far away from them as possible and shooting from afar. I can't even tell if I'm doing damage. But I should be paying attention to those green bars, because I forget what they call the concept, but whatever you call that concept, that's this boss fight in a nutshell. I'm gonna just call it Pipe Maze, because that's what I know it growing up as Mario Party and that. We're pretty much playing Pipe Maze here. Except there's an option to completely ignore the Pipe Maze. Oh, yeah. Is the flamethrower going to be low enough? It is. Thank God. And honestly though, I think I mentioned it before, but bosses like this have a weakness as well. I just got no idea what it could possibly be. Oh, that's right. Shield Penguin's charge weapon is this ice platform, you're right. I don't know if I can really even time it to actually hit him, though. I was able to hit Simpson. Oh yeah, that's right. This gives me a little shield. Can I actually use another weapon with the shield? No, I cannot. Oh no! You know what? It's fine, it's fine. I'd rather not use another E-Tank. Rather save those for a boss fight up ahead. Let's see if I can beat this on my own merits. Although, if I get too low on lives, I'll probably still just attack it just the same. Or use my E-Tanks and make a liar out of myself. You should go way over there. Man, your timing is... You pretty much have to be perfectly... hit it perfectly as it reaches the end in order to get it hit off. But this is pretty much all the same in the end. This is a boss fight that just doesn't seem like it should be difficult, and yet here I am struggling against it. There's a magical thing called paying attention that might work out for my favor, though. But really, how can I expect I can barely even talk and play at the same time. How do you expect myself to play and talk while paying attention to these green pipes long enough to see where he ends up? But I should stop making excuses and just go it. See? I've almost already matched his health to mine. We'll see. I think I can take one more hit at least, so we'll see how it goes. Oh boy, is there anything I can do to save myself besides using a sub-tank? Actually, why do I keep calling them E-tanks when there's sub-tanks? Maybe if I blast enough boomerangs, yep, that pretty much did the trick. Okay, now if I get hit, I'm gonna die. Oh, you can charge it. You just have to waste it while you're doing so, I guess. Now, this will be interesting to see in motion. Or not. Yeah, my commentary is kind of dull anyway, so just take me all embrace of the wedded spider. For this shall be the real run. So if I keep... Oh, I thought I screwed myself over there for a second. Lost has a place to go, I should go way over there. See... Once I get over the guilt of not entertaining, it's a little bit easier to focus and actually not get hit by the guy and actually make progress. But then I have the guilt of not actually doing anything, and all of that skill goes away. Yes, I have to do more than just time it, but I have to actually time it with a delay if I'm too far away, otherwise it won't connect. Like, he'll go back up before I even get the chance to hit. I got this weird question now. What is the pronoun of this spider? Have I been misgendering it this whole time? Does it really matter? Because it's a game from the 1990s of a fictional character of a robot spider. Maybe. There's a lot of things I question about myself, so who knows what time it is. So much for this being the good commentary. What the heck was that line just out of my face? Ignore what I said before. This is the run. I feel it in my bones. Actually, I don't, so it's probably not going to be a thing. Why? The spider never leads off with spewing in the middle of his movement. Should be good. This should be fine. A little too early, I must confess. Perfect. Don't come over here, don't come over here. Don't need to panic quite yet. No, that was not where we're supposed to go. Neither was that. It's amazing how quickly I can go from, well, to about to die. I'm just gonna hang over here because there's no way I could go way over there. I'm gonna really have to remember to use the sub-tank this time. Because I am... This isn't even the first Stigma stage. I am almost out of lives already. Please don't come over here. No, you won't be over there. In case you couldn't tell by the random mumbles that I've been making, my strategy is to try to just stay as far away from the green pipes as I can get, so I can be assured that even if I don't pay attention to where it ends up, I'll be as far away from it as possible. Unfortunately, there's some situation where that's not possible, like that one. Okay, that was a strayaway, thankfully. Can we get more strayaways? That would be fantastic. And just as I was thinking, it's been a while since we've seen the little spider babies. Down comes the spiders. It's almost like my mind was read. I'm gonna just use ice because there's not really much else I have left. But that seems to be doing more than my typical attacks. Wait, is this the weakness this whole time? Oh my god, I gotta see if I can do this without using a charge tank, E-tank, whatever we're calling it. Yes! Unfortunately, beating the boss is not going to save the commentary of this playthrough. But that's not my own fault, I just can't seem to talk today. Alright. So... time for stage 2. Maybe, since it booted me back up here, I can go grind and fill up my E-tanks or so, but either way, that's definitely going to be it for now. It's been JackitK, and I'll see you for the next one. Take care.